Hey there, did you know blood rivers are not made of blood? Or have you ever seen this place where there are never-ending storms? So stay here with me. In this video I'm gonna show you some places that you might never ever seen before. Here in the Macarena National Park we can find the Colombia's Rainbow River, an aquatic plant named Macarena. An aquatic plant named Macarena clavinia blooms crimson beneath the rushing waters, creating a liquid rainbow. You might think this is the land of the vampires, where the Dracula itself might live. No, this is a very touristic place, with no vampires or bloodsuckers. But make sure you get a ticket in time, because there are only a limited number of people let in per day, so the river is kept pristine. The best time to visit is between June to December, but the best month is October. This is not just a music video, it's actually real. On the Christmas Island, the mighty Australian continent, we can find this large formation of migrating crabs. These red crabs are migrating from time to time. If you don't have claustrophobia or the fear of crabs, you can witness this amazing phenomenon. The migration begins with the first rain in the late fall or early winter. Christmas Island tourism website lists possible spawning dates in advance. Migration occurs 4 to 5 weeks earlier, triggered by rain. It also lists travel agents who can help arrange tours with depart from Perth, Jakarta or Kuala Lumpur. Have you ever seen a miracle? Well, that's what the people from the South Korea are saying about the sea road that just appeared out of nowhere between two islands. The moon cycle combined with the earth rotation created these very low tides at a specific point in the year. The road just appears out of nowhere. The locals even made a festival where they drink blood red local Honju liquor. The partying happens 2 or 3 times a year, from March to June. The festival is usually in April. Everyone's seen, once or twice, surfing the web, pictures of a lava and volcanoes. Well, the usual temperature of the lava is around 1250 Celsius or 2200 Fahrenheit. What do you think it will happen when you put a piece of ice on it or even a steel frame? That thing will start to melt instantaneously. But what about a nice volcano? Well, you heard right. In the New York State, there is an ice volcano. The volcano is actually a spring which shoots water into the mid-air, and until the water reaches the ground, it freezes in the mid-air. During the winter time, it can reach 50 feet or 15 meters. What about a glowing wave? I feel like watching a cartoon that becomes reality. Well, in the San Diego shores, this unusual phenomenon can happen anytime really. The last time it happened was in 2019 and 2018, but before that, not since 2013. So you have to be there to enjoy the spectacle when it happens. So how this phenomenon really happens? There are some organisms named dinoflagellates, and the glowing part is the result of their defense mechanism. Glowing when another creature tries to eat them attracts even more creatures, even bigger ones, so I don't know what is called a defense mechanism. But for us, watching the front of the shore, it is a show to enjoy. What about fire rainbows? Yes, you heard right. If the words fire and rainbow has nothing to do one with another, this phenomenon happens at a particular time when the sun is shining through a nice cloud formation. Well, like that, you can also see halos forming out. With the right amount of ice crystals, this can happen anytime, anywhere in the world. The next one is Salar de Uyuni. This is the largest sand flat in the world. It's about 4,000 square miles and a home of the half-planet Lithium. Sounds amazing, right? But the real amazing part is when the desert becomes a real mirror. After it rains, the water accumulates across the surfaces. This really becomes a mirror of the sky. For me, personally, this is a place to visit at least once in a lifetime. If we started with the Blood River, then I still have to show you also a blood waterfall in the middle of the Arctic. This is the Blood Fall situated in Antarctica. The red color comes from the bacteria that sits in an underground lake, and these bacteria feed itself with sulfates instead of sugars, like we do. The water has so much iron, and when it comes to the surface, it meets the cold air, it rusts, and giving the waterfall its trademark color. The world starting to get hotter and hotter every day by day, and some new phenomenon starts to happen. For example, the giant permafrost explosion in Siberia. If you heat methane trapped in the Siberian permafrost turns into a gas, eventually building enough pressure so the ground explodes. The loud boom and the giant hole these bursts create were the first reported in 2013. Rainbow skies, rainbow hollows, but we also have a rainbow tree. In Philippines and Indonesia, the rainbow Eucalyptus is also known as the rainbow gum, and it's probably the most colorful tree on the earth. It looks like a real-life painting of a tree, and the color changes as the tree ages, and eventually turns brown when it's really old. This is possible because it contains chlorophyll and picks up tannins also found in the wine. Bright red lake Natron in Tanzania can hit about 140 degrees Fahrenheit thanks to the nearby volcano alkalinity at the level of the pure ammonia. This means it's almost deserted except the microbes that make it look red. The animals that die in the lake are looking coated with baking soda and similar chemicals that make them look like they turn into a stone. The Spotted Lake in BC, Canada, it is the model for how ancient Martian lakes were many years ago. This is a case study for the scientists. In the end of the video we have dancing birds, but not any kind of dancing birds. This type of birds are called the black sun, especially because of the formation and the color then kept while moving through the air. The flocks can be seen through US and Europe, particularly in England. All through the bird British population, it's only a third of what was 40 years ago. The flock's complex choreography boils down to just a couple of simple rules, like follow your neighbor. That's it, guys. If you like it, don't forget to hit that like button and maybe the subscribe, who knows, for more videos that you'll see here on my channel. Have a nice day and see you in the next video. I wish you a great day. Bye bye.